There is a silence between heartbeats where your soul already knows what your mind dares not say. Something has changed. Not just in you, but in him too. You weren't put in his life to complete a love story. Not yet. The angels say you were sent to awaken something he had buried under years of silence and survival. He didn't see you coming. But the moment your presence touched his, something ancient stirred. A memory not from this life, but from somewhere beyond. Why her? He asks the ceiling at night. The answer is written in your eyes. You carry a kind of light that unsettles the darkness, gently, without asking for permission. He was accustomed to his patterns, his comfort zones. But you arrived like a divine interruption. And even if he doesn't say it, even if he pulls away, he knows it. The angels whisper, she is the key. Not to his escape, but to his return. You don't need to chase. You never did. Your soul carries a blueprint his spirit remembers, but forgot how to read. Until now. He sees you as different. Not because of what you say or do, but because you move with grace in a world that taught him to fight. He sees it when you smile through uncertainty. He feels it in your silence that says more than loud affection ever could. You were sent not to save him, but to mirror him. To show him what he could become, should he choose the path of truth. He resists, yes. Not because he doesn't care, but because caring has never been safe for him. And you? You made him feel everything all at once. The angels say, you were not the storm. You were the stillness after it. And that's what shook him the most. He's not the same. Not since you. And though he may pretend otherwise, his soul already knows. Your presence shifted the course of his life. And now, the part he plays is about to change. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. He doesn't show it, but he's terrified. Not of you, but of what you awaken. There are chambers in his heart sealed so tightly, even he forgot what lives there. Pain wrapped in silence. Love abandoned before it could bloom. Words he was never safe enough to say. And then came you. You didn't knock, you radiated. And your light began seeping through the cracks. He didn't plan to let you in. But some truths don't ask permission. The angels say, she made him feel what he swore he'd never feel again. Softness. You see strength in his silence, but also sorrow. He's been conditioned to protect, provide, perform, but not to feel. So now, every emotion that rises because of you feels like a threat. That's why he pulls back. Not because you're too much, but because he's been taught love is dangerous. He carries wounds stitched into his nervous system. Abandonment that smells like safety. Love that arrived with conditions. Trust that shattered in moments he never told anyone about. And you? You arrive with no demands. Just presence. That's what confuses him. He's never had to stand in front of someone and not perform. You're not impressed by masks. You see through them, and he knows it. The angels whisper, she doesn't want the version he created to be loved. She wants the one he hides. And that terrifies him. You think he's ignoring you? He's trying to survive you. Because love, the way you give, feels too pure to be trusted. He's asking himself, what if she sees the worst in me, and stays? That possibility is more intimate than anything he's ever known. So be gentle with yourself if he seems distant. You're not being rejected, you're being felt. He is beginning to wonder, could love, real love, look like this? And that question is unraveling everything he thought he knew. You were never meant to disappear inside his process. The angels want you to remember, your light is not a sacrifice. It's a sanctuary. There is a difference between holding space and abandoning yourself. And lately, you've forgotten how much space your own soul needs to breathe. It's so easy to focus on his healing, his fear, his confusion. To wonder what he thinks, what he feels, if he's okay without you around. But pause. Have you asked yourself if you're okay? You have been pouring into a garden you cannot see, hoping your love is enough. Hoping the silence means processing and not disinterest. Hoping he will one day rise and meet you with the same depth. But you are allowed to need too. You are allowed to rest. You are not the answer to his chaos. You are a whole universe that deserves devotion, even when no one else sees it. The angels say, "She is the river, not the drought." And rivers do not chase, they flow. You cannot love someone into clarity. You cannot weight yourself into worth. Your energy is sacred. Protect it with the same tenderness you offer him. He may come. He may not. But your light must not dim in the waiting. You are here not just to witness his transformation, but to honor your own. So tend to your spirit. Nourish your dreams. Return to your center. Because the woman who walks in her wholeness will never beg to be chosen. Let the angels care for what you cannot fix. Let heaven work where your hands must release. You are not losing him by loving yourself. You are finding you. He looks at you, and without realizing it, he sees himself. Not the version he shows the world, but the one he keeps in shadows. The child that never felt enough. The man who has performed strength, but has never been held in his weakness. You didn't mean to do it. But your presence reflects his truth. And truth, dear soul, is not always welcome when it arrives without warning. The angels whisper, "She is the mirror that does not judge, but still reveals." You speak without accusation, yet he hears everything he's been running from. You ask no questions, but your eyes hold the answers. He resents the way you make him feel seen. Not because he doesn't want to be seen, but because he doesn't know who he is when he's not hiding. And still, he comes closer. Something in you awakens what he buried. Your calm challenges his chaos. Your grace softens his defenses. Your honesty strips away his armor. It's why he retreats. It's why he returns. You are both comfort and confrontation. And whether he admits it or not, he is changing. The angels say, every time she forgives, he sheds a layer. Every time she stays soft, his anger dissolves. You didn't come into his life to fix him. You came to awaken him. And in doing so, you have disturbed every illusion he's ever called safety. That is not a burden. It's a blessing. But not everyone is ready to receive it. So don't confuse his discomfort with rejection. He's not pushing you away. He's pushing away the parts of himself he's afraid to confront. You didn't break him. You broke the silence inside him. It started so subtly he almost missed it. The way he pauses before answering you. How your name feels different in his mouth now, less casual, more reverent. The angels say, he is awakening. Not to who you are, but to who he becomes when you're near. This isn't about infatuation. It's not about attraction. It's something quieter, deeper. Something sacred. You are not changing him. You are reminding him of the man he was meant to be. He's noticing the noise in his own life now, the distractions, the armor, the patterns. They no longer soothe. They irritate. They rattle against the peace he tasted with you. This is the moment when the soul begins to stir. Not all at once. Not with fireworks. But like light entering a room that has been kept in dusk for too long. He doesn't talk about it. But he feels it. The softness of your voice echoing in moments he used to fill with anger. The patience in your eyes making his pride feel unnecessary. The tenderness in your presence pulling him out of survival and into breath. The angels whisper, she is not his ending. She is the invitation to begin again. So now he watches you differently. Not with lust. With reverence. Not with need. With wonder. He wonders how you can still believe in something so pure in a world so bruised. How you can look at him, not as someone to fix, but as someone worthy of being met as he is. And that is why he is waking up. He is waking up to himself, through you. He pulls away, again. And something in you aches, not because it's unfamiliar, but because it's predictable. You've seen this rhythm before. The closeness, the warmth, the opening, then distance, silence, confusion. But the angels say, this is not rejection. It's recognition meeting resistance. Each time he gets close to you, something real ignites inside him. And that realness terrifies him more than loneliness ever did. He's not running from you. He's running from the part of him that knows you're what he's been praying for, but doesn't believe he deserves. It's a loop. And it's exhausting. But it's not because he doesn't care. It's because he cares too much. The angels whisper. She awakens the part of him that hopes again. But hope feels dangerous when you've lived in fear. When he returns, he won't always have words. He may act as if nothing happened, or offer explanations that make little sense. That's because what he's fighting isn't logical. It's emotional, cellular, etched into the nervous system of a man who learned long ago that love could vanish without warning. So don't take his withdrawal as a measure of your worth. Don't shrink because he retreats. This cycle isn't a punishment. It's a purge. Each time he moves away, then returns, part of the old story breaks apart. Slowly, painfully, but surely. And you, your consistency, your grace, your calm in the face of his fear, are showing him something no one else has, that love can endure. That love doesn't always mean losing yourself. The angels remind you, this isn't a straight line. It's a spiral. And even when it circles back, it's still moving forward. He doesn't know how to name it, but he feels it. Your love doesn't ask. It doesn't force. It doesn't demand explanations. It simply exists. And that is what heals. The angels say, she didn't touch his wounds. She touched the space around them, so gently they started to breathe. You didn't come with answers. You didn't come to fix what others broke. You came with presence. With steadiness, with a softness that asked for nothing and gave everything. And slowly, he began to change. He used to brace for impact. Now around you, he begins to exhale. The armor he wore so tightly starts to rust. The silence he used as protection begins to soften into longing. He doesn't say, I love you. But he remembers how you laugh. He doesn't show up regularly. But he saves your words in places even he can't name. Because what you offer is not common. It's sacred. The angels whisper, she carries a kind of love that doesn't need permission to heal. It just flows where it's welcomed. You became his balm. Not because you tried, but because you are. Your presence is healing. Your energy rewires spaces he thought were lifeless. And even when he's silent, your memory works inside him, like a prayer that keeps echoing long after it's been spoken. You are not invisible to him. You are unavoidable. He feels you in his quiet, in his breath, in the moments between distractions. And it's not your words that heal him. It's your essence. Don't underestimate what love can do, especially when it asks for nothing in return. Even when it feels like nothing is changing, heaven is. There are moments when you start to wonder if it was all in your head. If you made this connection up. If you're holding on to something that only you feel. But the angels say, what you feel is real. What you sense is sacred. And this love was never just yours, it was written. This journey is not linear. It was never meant to be. There are delays, detours, silences that stretch too long. But none of them are failures. They are divine pauses. Every space between you and him is a place where God is working. You've done what you could. You've loved in silence. You've stayed soft when it hurt. And now it's not about effort, it's about surrender. The angels whisper, she is not waiting. She is aligning. There are things you cannot see. Conversations behind closed doors. Realizations in his heart he hasn't shared yet. A stirring that grows each time he tries to forget you. And in the unseen, God is writing. He is unraveling what no longer serves, dissolving fears that cloud the heart, clearing space in both of you for something purer to emerge. You didn't cross paths for drama or delay. You crossed paths for awakening. And even the pain has had purpose. Trust that timing. Trust that plan. Even if you don't understand it. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Isaiah 55 verses 8 to 9. Let that be your comfort. Heaven is not late. It's precise. And love, real love, never arrives a moment too soon. There's a door inside him, one he only opens in dreams. And you've been standing in front of it, quietly, for longer than he's ready to admit. The angels say, she doesn't knock. She waits. And in her waiting, she teaches him what safety feels like. He was taught that love means exposure. That vulnerability invites pain. That softness is something to guard against. So he built walls. Not out of malice, but out of memory. He remembers every time he opened himself up and was left behind. Every moment he trusted and was met with absence. And now, the idea of letting someone in feels like a cliff he's unsure he'll survive. But you don't demand the fall. You just stay close. And that presence, it terrifies him more than loneliness ever did. Because for the first time, love didn't come crashing in. It stayed. And now he's trembling at the thought, what if I show her everything, and she stays? You're not asking for proof. You're not pushing for a confession. But your gaze, it sees him. Not just the parts he curates, but the parts he hides even from himself. And that is the most intimate thing he's ever known. The angels whisper, she is the only one who's ever made his silence feel embraced. He wants to open up. He just never learned how. So his love comes in fragments. Glances. Stumbles. Moments when he almost says too much. Then pulls back, afraid he already has. But don't mistake fear for lack. He is full of love. It's just buried under the instinct to survive. And slowly, it's beginning to rise. You were never meant to chase what was always meant to be. The angels say, she does not beg. She remembers. And in remembering, she returns to herself. This isn't about fixing him, or saving what hasn't yet bloomed. It's about letting go of the idea that love must look a certain way to be real. He may not arrive the way you dreamed. But he feels you. And that is not nothing. That is everything. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's giving back to the divine what your hands were never meant to hold so tightly. You are allowed to want. You are allowed to hope. But you are not required to wait in pain. Your soul has other missions too. The angels whisper, if he is meant for you, no force will keep him away. And if he isn't, no force will make him stay. There is power in that knowing. Peace in that release. You do not have to perform to be loved. You do not have to earn what was meant for you before you were born. Let go of timelines. Let go of outcomes. Let love be what it is, free. And if he returns, let him meet the version of you who no longer doubts her worth. Because the woman you are becoming, the one who no longer waits in half-light, is the one he always needed to see. The angels say, she walked away not out of anger, but out of understanding. And in that understanding, she became the answer she once sought. The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still. Exodus 14 verse 14. That's the secret, beloved. Stillness is strength. And what is yours? Will recognize you. Even in silence. Even in surrender.